Ladies and gentlemen of the internet, what is hip hap hippity happening? My name is Haphazardous Waste, guys, and welcome back to Minecraft, our solo Let's Play series here at Nuclear Cove. And guys, I just wanted to say I love ya. Thank you so much for being patient with me while I was away. I came down on a rough time. It was tough on me, it was tough on everyone else around me, and I had to stop. I basically just had to stop. So, yes, so I am back. I'm back to YouTubing now. It's been a long time, and I missed you guys. I missed you guys so much. And so much has changed since I've been away, so if you needed an update on that, I believe there should be an update video coming out the same day as this video. I plan to release a lot of videos for my arrival back to YouTube. So yeah, you should definitely go check that out. But after you watch this video, of course, you still need to watch this one. All right, guys. So welcome back to Nuclear Cove. It has been a while, and I was so excited to just start recording right now that I actually didn't even record the time-lapse yet that was at the beginning, so there should be like an iron farm right there or something, and I haven't done that yet. But I just was excited to record because I just wanted to talk to you guys, you know? Just wanted to say hi, welcome back, sun's going down, but, and so we're gonna lose our light, but yeah, so I haven't really touched Nuclear Cove since I've been away. I've just, the last episode that I uploaded, I basically just logged off of that world and never really jumped back on to do anything else. So we still have Nuclear Cove here, still got to clean up this mess right here, and yeah. But I decided that since it is our first episode back, and since some of you may be new to this channel, I've decided that I just would give you guys a little bit of a tour. So since the sun's going down, let me go take a little nap, and in the morning I will just show you around the base. Yeah. So after a lovely little nap, I just walked over here to get the tour started. So I decided I'd give you guys a little bit of a backstory to this place. So Nuclear Cove originally started off in a different series besides the solo Let's Play series. When I first started off YouTube entirely, my first ever episode recorded on YouTube ever was of another series called The Beginning to the End, where I wanted to defeat the Wither and the Ender Dragon, respectfully so I could get both the beginning and the end. And I managed to do so. Spoilers, sorry if you guys wanted to see that series. But I decided afterwards I would go ahead and just use the same world that we used in the beginning to the end and just continue from there and make a base out of it. So this house right here, this is our main house. This is where I live. This is where I have all the storage. And I originally repurposed this from a blacksmith from a village. So when we first spawned into Nuclear Cove, right over here in this little area where all the trees are and the lake, this originally used to be a village. There used to be a whole bunch of houses around here, and I've since then torn down all the houses because all the villagers had died anyways. Torn down all the houses and just kept the blacksmith because the blacksmith was where I set up in the beginning to the end to just survive. So yeah, so if you just go in here, take a look in here. So as you can see, right down here is our entrance to the mine shaft. We just press this button, we'll drop right down, the trap door will close behind us, but we'll go down there maybe in a little bit. But if you just step inside of here, close the door behind us, as you can see we have some trinkets from the beginning to the end series. That's our bow that we used to defeat the Wither. That's a Wither skeleton skull that I got off to the side. And then of course just that. But down here, as you can see, we have a little extra storage. This is where I keep some valuables, and then blocks of certain types from different areas. Like this is mainly like stone, this is dirt and sand and gravel and all that. And then these are just blocks from other dimensions, or just weird blocks that you normally wouldn't get. So yeah, this is our little storage area down here, but if we go upstairs, I turn the roof of this place into an attic, and this is where we keep our bed, keep, just some good stuff. This is a map of Nuclear Cove right here, actually. And yeah, this is our little house, and up here I have some secret storage above. And I actually like the way it looks with the chests and the ceiling. It kind of gives it some texture. I don't know. It's just extra storage. But yeah, let's move on to the next part of the tour. So after we had finished up our house and we had got everything all situated, I decided to go a little bit more experimental with my builds. For those of you who don't know, I am not a builder. I'm awful at it. I mainly focus on redstone and hit F6 accidentally. Mainly focus on redstone and a little bit of building, but I'm not too good at it. So I decided that for one episode, we just go ahead and build something that looks just a little bit nicer, more than it does have a function. So we built this little mining area right here. Now the mine, it leads to nothing. It's just a little mine. I add a little track in here to kind of give the feeling of a mine when you look inside. But yeah, right down here we just have a cave that leads to a huge cave system that I have yet to explore. But we decided to just build this up, and I'm pretty proud of this. This is the first ever really big aesthetic build that I ever had to do, and I think it turned out pretty good. So yeah, that's another part of our little tour. I do plan on going down there eventually and just kind of lighting up the cave systems down there, because I know that there are a ton of mobs down there, and it's very scary. But yes, let's just race on over here, and right here you can see this is our fishing hut. This was one of the first things we built also in our series. This here is this actually has a purpose. This is our fish farm. So I know fish farms are a little controversial in Minecraft because they're just a little too OP, but I'm not that good at Minecraft, guys. I'm very much new to this game. But I decided that I would go ahead and build a fish farm because I knew that'd be a great way to get ourselves some mending books. So let me see. Down here we have our little storage system. I have a little locking mechanism too. So let's see. If we just look through here, I already used this farm a little bit. Then we just look through the books. Got lots of infinities. Curse of Vanishing, no thank you. So yeah, if we don't want any of that stuff, which I don't, we just turn that off. And as you can hear, there's a little a dropper going off right now. That is actually dropping it onto a cactus that's off to the side. You can't really see it, but that will destroy the items, and then once it's done, we just flick it back on, and then it locks the system again so that I can fill it up. So yeah, this is our little fish farm. Pretty proud of it, like the design of it, and love the design of the actual fish shack. It's pretty cool. I like it a lot. And yeah, so the mine and the fish farm are two first off builds in this ever, and I like the way they turned out. A little Minecraft nostalgia going on here, because this is the first time I've ever built anything to have both a purpose and look aesthetically pleasing. So yeah, that's our fish farm and our mine. So now we're going to stray away from some of our first builds over here and instead focus on some of the other builds I've built throughout the series. And this one right here, this one is the one that I think I'm most proud of. This is our industrial furnace. What it does is it just smelts stuff up in large quantities for me. As you can see, there's the input right there. But this thing has another purpose. So as you can see right here, this is a toggleable industrial furnace. This is of my own design. I'm very proud of it. I don't think I've made a tutorial on it, but I probably should. And what it does is, if you don't want to use up all your resources and have 8 furnaces be filled instead, what you can do is you can toggle this so that you use a little bit less furnaces, less furni, I should say. But unfortunately, I don't have anything to smelt at this moment, so I can't really show you how it works. But basically, you turn the knob, and depending on where the knob is, I believe this means that you can only have 1 furnace going at a time. and this means you have all of them going. So it's very interesting how it works. I love this system. We have this little door right here because this is sort of a maintenance door. We just go back here and, oh, I do have stuff to burn. Oh, yes. Oh, awesome. So yeah, let me just show you how this works. Let's just, I don't know, let's take some of that. Oh, come on. There we go. Take some of that. Leave it in there. There we go. Perfecto. So then, oh wait, no. That's not the input. I'm sorry, guys. It's been a while since I've recorded on anything gameplay-wise, so I'm very rusty. You'll just have to bear with me. Let's see. Let's just put a stack in here, and we'll set it to, that's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. We'll set it to 4 furnaces, and then we'll just hit the lever. And as you can see, 4 lit up. So if we want to go with more, just go with 8 instead. As you can see, all 8 lit up. So yeah, this is my industrial furnace. I love this furnace so much. It is so fun to use, and it's very useful if you don't want to use up a ton of resources smelting like 2 items. So yeah, there's the industrial furnace for you guys. It was a lot of fun to build, and let's move on to the next part of the tour. So you may have seen this little structure in the little intro and thought, what the heck is this thing? Well, a little bit of backstory for you. I was AFK over at my fish farm over here, and I just was fishing away, you know, because you can do that away from the keyboard. And I just, after a while, I came back, I checked all my stuff, I walked outside, and I was greeted with a skeleton, like hanging out right over here in this area, and he had an iron helmet on that was enchanted. And I was like, huh, that's interesting. And so I thought nothing of it, and I just kept going about my business until I turned around here and noticed that in this little area right here, where I'm standing on these lily pads, there were four, count them, 4 bone horses, the skeleton horses, and I was just floored because I had never encountered that before. And I'm guessing what happened was I was near the trap, the little the skeleton horse trap, while I was AFK fishing. They all spawned in because I was close to it, and because they're in the water, all the skeletons jumped off. So all I had to do was I just had to run through the woods and kill all the skeletons I could find, and I got the horses. But the story doesn't end there, because I come back a little bit later after killing all the skeletons, and there were 4 more, and there were no skeletons. I may be I may be getting my story wrong, but essentially I got 8 skeleton horses from it. And I was just amazed. Now, they aren't the best horses. Don't get me wrong. They're not the best. But I was just so happy that I found 8 skeleton horses, and I barely had to deal with a single skeleton trap. And so I decided that because I found those 8, I would instead of doing a normal build that I had planned, I would go ahead and build a skeleton horse stable. And that's exactly what this is right down here. This is a ribcage stable that is for our skeleton horses, and I just think it looks so cool. So we have 8 of them, but the back 4 right here, I believe, are named after the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, because, I mean, there are 4 skeleton horses in each trap, so I was like, why not? So here we have war, we have death, conquest, and famine. But the ones up here, though, they don't have a name right now. They're just horse and horse and horse and horse. So yeah, there's 4 horses, and then the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. This was a really fun build to make. I had never really worked with at the time, the bone blocks were some of the newer blocks into the game, and I didn't really take time to work with them, and it was really fun to just build this rib cage. Now, I do kind of plan on adding in like some sort of skull entrance to it, but that's a little ways down the road. Today's just a tour day. The next episode will be more of a building episode. And yeah, so this is our little skeleton horse stable. And then if you just walk on right over here, this was one of the last things we built in the series before I, disappeared. And this is our witch hut / brewery. So we just come in here. There's no fancy redstone behind this. I just wanted a really cool looking brewery, and just had all of it put in one place. So yeah, as you can see here, we have ourselves our cauldron, and it's on top of a magma block to make it look like it's above a fire, and I love the look of this. It looks so friggin' cool. And I made sure to put in some plants to make it look more like a witch hut or whatever. Added some storage back here. As you can see, we've got lots of wort, all different ingredients for the potions. We got completed potions in here, but it's currently empty, and of course, water bottles. And yeah, this is just a little fun, another one of those fun builds that I undertook, and I love the way it turned out. So yeah, this is our witch hut. That's our skeleton horse stable, and that is pretty much everything in this area. So let's move on to another area and take a look at some of the builds I built there. So since this is a cove, I figured the best thing to have for this place is a lighthouse. And I decided as another fun sort of build that didn't really have a purpose, I'd go ahead and build a lighthouse. And so I made a little aesthetic looking path here. I love the way this path looks. It looks very much like a path you'd see on a beach or something. As we come up here, this is our lighthouse. So another one of those aesthetic builds that I underwent, and I don't know. I like it. I like the look of it, but I think I could have done better. But this is, like I said, I'm not the best builder, but I think this is one of my better builds out there, especially. And so yeah, if we just go inside here, there's not much to it at all. But as you can see, we got ourselves a little bed right there in that nook. I could actually build down and make a little underground area for some actual purpose in this lighthouse. But this place, you can actually go up here, you can actually go up the stairs here, and you can see we got a little lookout area. We're gonna have to crouch a little bit to actually see out anywhere, but right up here there used to be a switch, but I've actually changed that out now, and instead this lighthouse actually functions at night where it actually turns on. Now, unfortunately, this lighthouse doesn't actually like rotate. The lights in the lighthouse don't, because the scale of it is a little too it's a little too small. Now, I've had suggestions thrown my way, like a minecart on a track with pressure plates, and I tried it and it just doesn't quite work. So we're just gonna leave it as is. I'm pretty proud of that. But yeah, that's our lighthouse. And then right over here, this is our nether portal area. I had this blank hillside right here that I wanted to have some sort of purpose with. Now there's our mine over there, but I'm talking about like along this path to the lighthouse. And I decided that the best way to go with that would probably be to have a portal right here. Now it's out of the way from our house, so we don't have to listen to that ridiculous portal noise all the time. But yeah, this is our, this is sort of a cool little, I like the way that it looks like the nether's sort of creeping onto the overworld. I just love the way this looks. So we have glass here to kind of give the look of like a lava pit. Don't back up into the fire, me. But yeah, this is our portal. If we just go through there, we have a little nether network of tunnels and stuff that'll lead us to other places in our world. But we're not going to tour that today. We're just going to focus on the cove. And yeah, so that's our portal, that's our lighthouse, and we just have a couple more areas to show before we end off this episode. So let's go take care of that and show you around those places. I also would like to mention, because I'm very proud of this, that all of these trees that you see here, all of them, those were planted by yours truly. It was one heck of a grind. I went off to a different rooftop forest biome, and I just demolished it because I just wanted some trees. I wanted to put in some trees in this area. I always kind of planned to have it be a little forested area. This lake too was also a plan of mine to add into this place, because this all here was just plains, and I was like, this needs more. It's too boring to look at. So I added in all of these trees, and I also added in this path. Now, I'm very proud of this path, too, because, like I said, not the best builder, but there are some things that I've built in this series that I'm actually very proud of, including what I'm going to show you now. So you probably just saw it off to the left. This is our barn. Now, I had a whole bunch of animals over here, and I decided that I needed a place to keep all these animals. And while this didn't turn out to really be a place where I was going to keep animals, it still turned out to be a really awesome build. So I added in wheat fields here in case I ever need wheat for anything. I could just literally come here, destroy the field, and be set for life. And and yeah, here we're going to have a storage silo, but I don't think I ever got around to putting storage in, but we added in that to kind of give the grain effect. And yeah, so this is our barn. We keep our good horse in here. This is Hannah. Hannah was a name suggested to me by a viewer, so we decided to name this horse Hannah. But there's nothing much else really to show you up here. There's just this little ledge right here. I added in a little I don't know what it's called, the little crane full of corn or whatever off to the side. And yeah, so one of those other builds that didn't really have much purpose, but was still fun to build regardless. And as you notice too, that the path continues off to the left, so let's head down that path right now. As you can see right there, we are coming upon the entrance of a cave. So one of the first things I found, I was very fortunate to find in the beginning to the end series where I was playing through the game, was actually a skeleton farm, like a skeleton spawner. And I converted it into a farm, and it was over this entire hillside. And I was like, this is dumb. I need a way to get there conveniently. So he built up this tunnel. Now this tunnel right here, I'm very proud of this. I keep going on about the fact that I'm not a builder, and I'm sure you guys are probably sick of hearing it, but I'm very proud of this build. As you can see, I added in like drips coming from the ceiling, added in a nice little cave area. If any of you have ever been to Luray Caverns, I've been there myself. Absolutely gorgeous. This came from inspiration of the Mirror Lake. It's essentially a little lake inside of the cave that is so reflective that it's essentially a mirror on the ground. So you can see all the stalactites, they all look like stalagmites. It's gorgeous. So this came from inspiration from that. We built this little area, added in some hidden lighting, as you can see. And I love the look of this thing. It just looks so gorgeous when you walk down it. And as we get to the end of the cave here, as you can see, there's a little ladder and a little stairway down. We'll just hop on down here. This is our killing area for our skeleton farm. So if we stand right about here, the farm itself is behind this wall right here. So it should be active, it should be running. And if we just wait just a couple more seconds, I added in a little dropping mechanism for all of them. They should be dropping down here in just a little bit. Come on. We're waiting. I'm waiting. This may take a while, but they do come. I promise. They do come. But as you can see, we just have some extra junk here from when we built this project. I gotta clean up this mess. But yeah, we get a bunch of bows, a bunch of bones, and a bunch of arrows. So I'm good. I'm good with all this. And this is just sort of a little trash can for destroying unwanted items. So yeah, this is our skeleton farm. This is one of the last things I also finished up in the series before I left. I'm very, very proud of it. And yeah, let's head on. Let's just master this. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm a pro at that. I am an absolute pro. Yeah, well, let's head back to base. And yes, guys, that is the entire tour of Nuclear Cove. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I am so glad to be back here making episodes for you guys. So let's just get in the little F5 screen and say our wonderful goodbyes. It is currently nighttime. I know, I am aware of that fact. But yes, guys, that is the entire tour of Nuclear Cove. Sorry I didn't get to the other stuff that I built, but I will be showing you guys those things in the next episode, I'm sure. But yeah, I gotta go film that time-lapse now. So thank you all so much for watching. If you guys liked the video, be sure to leave a like. If you guys want to subscribe to the channel and keep up with what's going on, be sure... Did I do that backwards? I did that backwards. I said if you guys like the video, be sure to subscribe. I meant if you guys like the video, like the video. And if you guys want to keep up with the video, then subscribe. I am sorry. I'm like I said, I'm rusty. But thank you all so much for watching. I missed you guys. I missed you guys so much, and I can't wait to get back to doing stuff here on Nuclear Cove, or just Minecraft in general. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.